time where the movie started, facing at a photo they've taken. Space tree flying through the skies and battles happen everywhere.
Hello friends, welcome back to S's Kitchen, and today I'm going to show you how to make a prawn curry. So we are going to start with making the curry paste and then we'll continue with the recipe. So let's get started with today's recipe. So what I've done here, I've added some oil in here, and in the meanwhile what I'll do, I'll quickly show you what all ingredients we're going to use. So these are just the ingredients for the paste. So we have some tomatoes, some curry leaves, some fresh green chili, ginger and garlic finely chopped, and red onions finely chopped. So we're going to start making the curry now, and let's get started with that. Okay, so we'll just wait for a little while to heat up this oil, and as it's going to heat, we're going to add some mustard seeds into it. This is very easy recipe. I'm not going to make any paste separately. We're just going to make everything in a pot. So here I've added some mustard seeds. We're just going to wait for them to pop a bit. Okay, once these are done, I'm going to add some curry leaves in the very beginning. So only this much of curry leaves we're going to add. So once that's done, let's add our ginger and garlic. It smells really nice with the fresh curry leaves. At this stage, while the ginger and garlic is cooking, I'm just going to add a pinch of asafoetida, which is called hing. And now I'm going to add my 2 finely chopped onions. As you can see, I have not made a paste of either onion or garlic, so it's just finely chopped. We'll wait for onions to cook and then we'll proceed. So while the onions are cooking, it's always a good idea to just add a bit of a salt, so the onion cooks faster. Just stirs the onion in between so that it's cooked all the way. When you use just chopped ginger and garlic fresh instead of the paste, it smells really good. And the curry's taste is entirely different when you use fresh chopped ginger and garlic. So now the onions are a bit sauteed and they are cooked a bit. As you can see, they started getting stuck to the bottom. So what I'm going to do, and the oil is also separated, I'm just going to add fresh tomatoes. Now we're going to add our raw spices, which is not too much in this case. There will be just some turmeric, red chili powder, and a bit more of our salt. That's it. I'm just going to add a pinch of garam masala, and that's it. Now we're going to wait for these tomatoes to cook with all the spices. I will add the green chili at this stage. It's freshly chopped green chilies. And I'm going to just add a little bit of water. Just to bring everything together. And now we just need to make sure the tomatoes are fully cooked. So now that it has cooked, not all the way yet, but somewhat, I'm going to add rest of the curry leaves here just to give it another flavor. We have added some at the beginning, but adding them at this stage will give them more curry flavor. So now I'm just going to add a little bit of more water so that the tomatoes are fully cooked and not left raw. So now we're just going to wait for this to thicken up a bit, and we want the oil to be separated from the masala. Once that's done, and we'll add our last ingredient for this curry. So now, as you can see, it looks amazing. I'm so sorry for all the steam. So this is pretty much done. Has all the flavors in. While cooking this paste, I've added some 1 teaspoon of red chili powder and another teaspoon of garam masala. So as I mentioned, the last ingredient for this recipe, I will be using a coconut milk. So because I don't have a privilege to make my own milk, so I'm just going to use the one out of the can. So there we go. A little bit at a time and then stir. And now we're going to wait for this to cook a bit, then we'll add more. What I have also done, I have taken the prawns like this and I've added some turmeric to it, so it's nicely marinated with some turmeric and lemon juice. So I've just put that and kept aside for 20 minutes before making this. So we're just going to wait for this to cook a bit and then continue adding our coconut milk. We won't add the prawns at this stage because prawns cooks really quickly, and if they are left in the curry for way too long before serving, they will become like a rubbery texture instead of having that actual prawns texture. So yeah, this looks really nice and it's smells amazing. So now I have added the entire can of coconut milk into this, and I would recommend to give it a taste for the salt while you're adding the coconut milk, just in case if you want more salt. So I'm just going to leave this for another 2 to 3 more minutes for it to become a little bit more thicker. Once it's thickened up enough, and then we're going to add our prawns into it. Okay, so now that it has bubbled up a lot and it has thickened up a bit, now we're going to add our prawns to the curry. Because once you'll add the turmeric, salt and lemon, it will leave all of the water in the pot, so make sure the water is not going inside the curry. There we go. I'll just quickly wash my hands as well. Okay, so now we're going to just cook this for another 5 minutes, because prawns does not take longer to cook. And yes, after 5 minutes it will be ready to serve. So after cooking it for some time, this is how the curry looks now. Let's get started on plating it. So what I have done, I have the rice here, and I'm just going to put the curry here. There you go. And there it is. Let's just move this around here. And I'm just going to garnish it with some coriander. And I'm just going to put some here as well. There it is. The prawn curry is ready. It's very easy, simple to make, and it tastes really delicious. So do give it a try and leave in the comment how it turns out. And do not forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you so much for watching SS Kitchen. Bye.